favorite position?
We're not going to have it. They call to each
The game here is to get up to full speed. KR makes his move first, and he'll be going faster when the gun goes off.
Go down below the line. 20. 17. 14. 13. 4, 3, 2, 1, gun.
Another clean start and another good job by Dylan Bob.
Hey, Happy New Year. Or almost. Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a good evening. Getting ready to do whatever foolishness you're going to do, or keep it a nice, easy night at home. Around the fire, or in the air conditioning, depending on where you are in the world. I was on the Transatlantic Call-In program last Thursday, and we got one call that I've been thinking a lot about. A young woman called in. Why don't we just get right to it? Let me just put this thing up here. And yeah, do this. Let's do it.
To all of them. I think we're gonna.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna take Marceline to start because she's been waiting on the line forever. Marceline in Pennsylvania, she, her. You are live on the line. What would you like to talk about today?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm on.
You made it.
Okay, I'm nervous.
You're on. You're on. What you got?
Okay, so basically it's like some family drama that's going on. So for some context, I'm a 27-year-old transgender woman. And my younger brother just got engaged. Now, the first thought was like, in my head, I was like, oh, that's so great. I'm so happy for him. I sent him like a congratulations message and stuff. And then the thought struck me. I was like, oh, what am I going to wear? Like, what dress am I going to wear? And then I was like, oh my God, they are not going to want me to wear a dress. So for some like further context, and I'll try to keep it short, but basically all of my family is like very transphobic and not supportive at all. Like my mom is into like Matt Walsh and Abigail Schreier and reads all these anti-trans books. Yeah, I know it is rough, but basically my brother, who I won't give the name of just for his privacy. I only have one brother, a different brother, who is very supportive. Of my 5 brothers, there's one supportive brother. And he is being very supportive and awesome about this. And basically, his dilemma is, so I'm not going to the wedding because my brother said, my brother who's getting married said that if I don't wear a man's suit, I'm not allowed to go to the wedding. So I'm not going to the wedding. Everyone's basically made their peace with it, although my brother who's getting married is like very angry at me. And so is my mom. They like upbraided me the other day, me and my brother, and like yelled at me. It was terrible. But basically, I kind of want some advice. I don't know if you feel comfortable doing that, but like my brother is debating now whether or not to go to the wedding. It's been told to him by 1 or 2 of our siblings that if he doesn't go to the wedding out of support for me, it'll be like an unmendable rift in our family forever. But at the same time, he doesn't want to like support. Like, sorry, you can talk. I've given a lot of context.
No, it's okay. I apologize for the laugh. Sorry, Steph. I can't see you. Are you okay? You are here. Did you want to go?
I don't know. This may be useful. It may not be useful. I would I think I'd be of a mind to convince your supportive sibling to go to the wedding and encourage their support for you. Because I think that in this situation, the family bonds are already fragile. And I think the example of a sibling who cherishes you as you are, loves you and supports you, being there to say how sad they are that you're not there, might cause some thought. That's my only thought. Arden, what do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm way more chaotic than that. I'm like, I'm like, throw the grenade, cause the chaos. Like, in my mind, I think it's such a ridiculous thing to say that, you know, that to do this would be an unmendable rift. I think in my experience, like, most things, most rifts can be healed in time. Not a lot of people are good enough at keeping a grudge, you know, for the entirety of their lives, over, especially over something like this. I mean, it would almost, if I were in your situation, I would almost consider saying, okay, I'm gonna go in a man's suit, but I'm gonna doll it the fuck up, and then you're not allowed to my wedding unless you wear a fucking dress. And just really just try to be an agent of chaos, because it's like, it's such a ridiculous thing to me to suggest that this is going to be the thing that rifts your family apart. I think Stephanie hit it perfectly, where it sounds like the rift already is there, and that the people feeding it are your brother who's getting married and your mom. I think they're completely entitled to feel upset that you would rather not go to the wedding than, you know, be forced to dress in a way that doesn't make you feel comfortable. Like, you're allowed to be upset about that, but they can't, like, blame you for that. They set the boundary that these are the rules, and you said, okay, I'm going to respect your boundary then. And that is what a healthy, responsible adult does. They were hoping that you are going to cave to the manipulation, but instead you just respected their boundary. Like, it's pretty wild to me that they could react as if that is somehow you causing the problem here. Personally, yeah. I would be more comforted by my sibling not going to the wedding and being like, we're going to hold our party like next door, and we're going to invite a bunch of queer people, and we're going to have big old signs that say, like, maybe even congrats to your brother on the sign, or I don't necessarily know if there is like a right solution here. I think, you know, whatever you and your supportive sibling decide to do together, I think you can find a way to make it work for you. And I'm sure within time, conversations will start to be had and the rift will start to mend, because that's just how families operate in most cases. But yeah, I don't think you could really be faulted by how you respond in this situation one way or another. I think either is perfectly acceptable.
And you know, you could also take the middle ground and go dressed as an elephant and be the elephant in the room.
That's so good. Well, I won't take up any more time. I really appreciate it. Oh, wait, two things, really quick. First one is good news. I got Nate.
So yeah, that. Oh, sorry about the echo. I forgot to turn off my speaker. It's always something. Better? All right. It should be better. Yeah, well, if you want to hear that excerpt without the echo, go. I put a link. I put a link in the. I put a link in the description to the video. Go check that out. There were a bunch of pretty good calls. One was a little sus, but anyway, that got me thinking about healing rifts and stuff. And I think the reason I made the suggestion was that my sister, the rest of my nuclear family had passed. But my sister always had been my secret keeper, my ally, and the one thing she would say, both she and her husband, but that would say through my transition was, she's the same person. You're just learning something new. And that was super helpful. And it kept the people close to me close enough so that whatever rifts were caused had an opportunity to heal. So at the end of the year, whatever rifts I've caused, I regret. And I hope that with a new year comes better things on my part and on everyone else's. So with that said, I wish you all a very, very happy new year. And we'll see you around. There's a little party going on over on the line shortly. I think BB's doing something over on Twitch with a little bit of a, Christmas Eve celebration. Ben will be over there at some point playing games and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm just sort of hanging out. It's been an interesting year for me. I started doing this streaming stuff and made plenty of mistakes. Hits and bombs. And I'll try to throw fewer bombs. And I appreciate all of your support and all of your love. And I know I don't deserve it, but love isn't a thing about whether you deserve it or not. You get it or you don't. And I love you all. Have a happy new year. All right, how do we do this? We do this little... We'll do this.